and welcome to the final game of the night. The game of the night. Cockburn Wolves taking on the FutScarbs. A top 6 clash, both sides vying for top 4. The FutScarbs coming off a narrow loss to tabletoppers Rockingham Cambio Cumbre. The Cockburn Wolves with a huge 14-4 victory over Perth Longabata. And for FutScarbs, it's Andre Tuna wearing number 5, Kayo Oyima the number 8, Fernando Elias the number 11, Fernando Resende the number 7, Hello Neto the number 10, Julio Figueiredo the number 18, Leo Silva the number 14, Leo Ferreira the number 6, Leo Nakamura the number 1, Matthias Carvalho the number 17, and Norton Mara the number 2. And for Cockburn Wolves, it's Michael Dudek the number 1, Jan Chok the number 72, Christian Silas the number 2, Michael Vlasic the number 70, Stefan Kuza the number 71, Josh Bell the number 76, Mark Gavranich the number 75, and Canel Moithus the number 74. Makes his long-awaited turn after a year hiatus from futsal, which is brilliant to see. Their shot coming in for the FutScarbs. They've got themselves a corner, which will be taken by Fernando Elias. Up the line to Neto, who looks to smack that one toward the back post in the Carvalho direction. Elias, Ferreira, back to Elias. Neto tries to get beyond Gavranich. Vlasic to Stefan Kuzet. Centering ball looking for Gavranich, who came off a 6-goal haul last week. He's been monumental this season, Mark Gavranich. And here he is on the ball. Fires from distance, but can't quite find the target. Leo Nakamura, save of the round last week. He had an excellent performance against Rockingham Cambio Cumbre. Now here's Elias. Gives it to Tuna. Matthias Carvalho under pressure. Tries to get beyond Kuzet. Plays it off the number 71. Fernando Elias. Leonardo. Back to Elias. And a poor pass from Fernando Elias. He was the sole goal scorer last week against Rockingham Cambio Cumbre with a beautiful finesse shot into the top corner. So you can expect big things from him this evening. Jan Chok lays it off the line. Kuzet, that's a venomous effort. It's been blocked behind. In the center, Vlasic can't quite bring it under. Another break is on for Carvalho. Needed to take it in his stride, but squeezes it out to Elias. Back to Carvalho. Elias once more. Tries to center it to Carvalho. And Kuza lets it run. But is it going to be a corner? I think it is. Kuza not realizing who got the final touch. And Neto, that wasn't far away. Dudek worried for a second. Vlasic switches it to Kuzet. Looking for Mark Gavranich. And leave any score predictions as to how you see this one going. A huge contest. I'm still undecided myself as Fernando Elias looks down the line to Ferreira, who can't cut beyond Kuzet. The number 71 trying to break up the other end. Firing off the left boot, blocked by Fernando Elias. Vlasic to Gavranich. Back with Michael Vlasic. It's good to see him back in the side after an excellent performance a fortnight ago against the West Coast Cobras. Long ball over from Elias. Here's Kuzet. Now Michael Vlasic. To Chok. Kuzet. Back to Chok. Centering ball looking for Vlasic. Out wide to Gavranic. Shot. Reverse pass. Vlasic hits it over the top. Best substitute of the match. Going the FutScarbs way. It's Norton Mara on for, looks to be Halil Neto. Mara bursting down the byline. Pulls it back, looking for Carvalho. And that one going on the way of the FutScarbs. It's Elias. Myra. Ferreira. Back to Myra. Toe poke off the right. Dudek releases Gavranic quickly. He tries to get beyond the defensive line. Ferreira to Norton Myra. Oh, good switch of play from Elias, though it's cut out. Gavranic cuts onto the left boot. And that one narrowly missing. It's a good chance coming in from the number 75. Myra. Oyema. Kaya Oyema. Down the line. Carvalho looks to turn. Elias runs Dudek. He's forced himself out wide. And couldn't add the finishing touch. It was a good run though. And they've got a corner for their troubles. Myra fires off the right boot. Dudek collects it. Now he looks to go for a run. Michael Dudek all alone. The net's open. And the Cockburn Wolves get it back from the sideline. One of the most entertaining keepers in the league, Michael Dudek. A three-time Golden Glove winner and then Macron SFL, formerly of the West Coast Cobras. Has played in multiple grand finals and premiership winning sides for them and made the move over this season to be the Cockburn Wolves trustee number one. And what a recruitment it's turned out to be. He scored last week. And here he is on the ball now. This is what Dudek will give you. Shot from distance. Almost a Pilo-esque through ball into the feet of Gavranic. And the Cockburn Wolves have a corner. Vlasic. And nothing amounting there. In fact, maybe it has. It's gone behind for a corner on the opposite side. Nope, a corner on the same side. Chipped over the top. Kuzet into the feet of Chok, who looks to shoot on the turn. Leo Nakamura plays it short. And now here's Norton Myra. Kaya Oyema to Quieros. Quieros does enough, gets it out to Oyema. Now here's Myra, brings it inside. Quieros. And Figueiredo looking to hold up the plate. Dudek. Long ball in the Gavranic direction. Here's where he's dangerous. Shock with the toe poke. Gavranic tries to roll it onto the left. Not far away there. From an acute angle, he did well to get as close as he did. And the youngster checks on Josh Bell, along with Christian Silas. Kayo Oyema. Myra. Quieros centering ball. And now it's with Silas. Oyema wins it back. Kayo Oyema fires off the right boot. Oyema. Quieros back to Oyema. Oyema will get it back once more. And fired off the right to Quieros. Flicks it over the top in the direction of Norton Myra. Tries to find Figueiredo in the center. And the FutScarbs will have a corner for their troubles. Norton Myra strikes it off the right boot. Dudek gets down low. Now Gavranich. Punts it long. Not taking any risks there. It's Jan Shock back on for the Cockburn Wolves. Quieros. Oyema. Ball down the line, looking for Figueiredo. Dudek to Silas. Vlasic. Bell back to Vlasic. Chalk. Vlasic tried to play Bell. Oyema. Now Norton Myra. Quieros. Ball down the line looking for Figueiredo. Oyema tries to win it up high. Going all the way back to Nakamura. Myra. Quieros. Oyema now. Vlasic, good win in the centre. In a battle. Quieros! Just missing the bottom corner. In fact, it's taking a deflection. The FutScarbs have a corner. Myra and Dudek on the break now. We're 2-on-1. Chock on the left of him. A chance for Chock. And Dudek has found the back of the net. The super keeper, Michael Dudek, using some initiative to catch out the FutScarbs on the break and make it 1-0. Lovely link-up play with Jan Schock. And they get the reward for taking the risk. Resende to Neto. And the ball going the way of the FutScarbs. Bell to Silas, and now Jan Schock. Helped on by Kuza. Andre Duna back on for the FutScarbs. 8 minutes left to go in the half. Duna. Neto. Resende. Duna. Neto. Back to Duna. Resende once more. Out wide. And now here's Figueiredo. Charging into Chock. And it looks like it's a free kick going the way of the FutScarbs for the challenge on Julio Figueiredo. It'll be a drop ball. In fact, it's due to the injury. Figueiredo going down. He'll check off to the bench. Mateus Carvalho back on. Dropped at the feet of Gavranich. Now Vlasic. One up high by Carvalho, who looks to play Duna, but the pass a little bit behind him. Now here's Canal Moithes. Out wide to Gavranich. Flicked over the top. Good turn from Resende. Bursting forward now, but the pressure was enough. Dudek releases quickly. Has Moithes to the left, does Gavranich. Gavranich loses out to Duna, only as far as Kuzet. Kuzet trying to find Moithes. Resende. Centering ball to Carvalho. Brilliant turn. Mateus Carvalho denied by Dudek. Resende. Tenedo, back post ball. Carvalho sliding in. Kuzet trying to get around Andre Duna. Still going Stefan Kuzet. What a goal this would be. But a big save from Nakamura. After a brilliant run from Stefan Kuzet. Neto. Resende. Shipped in the center. And down the line to Gavranic, who tries to get around Resende down the wing. And they've got a sideline ball. Michael Vlasic firing off the right boot. And they'll have another corner, the Wolves. They've played well so far, held up strong defensively, and when they have been breached, it's the man entering your screen to shoot, Michael Dudek, who's been there to bail them out. It's Andre Duna, out wide to Resende, back to Duna. Resende over the top ball in the direction of Carvalho, but it's scooped up by Dudek. Here's Kuzet to Moithes, and now Michael Vlasic. Switch of play finds Gavranic, who's under pressure from Carvalho. Gavranic going to grab, falling on the ball, and the foul has been awarded. This is the kind of range Gavranic can be dangerous from with that booming left foot. Mark Gavranic, but not on this occasion. Nakamura to get play restarted. Duna bringing it upfield. Switch of play to Resende. Inside to Duna. Layoff wasn't the best. It's gone back to Nakamura. He's under pressure from Gavranic. Resende tries to go through the legs of Kuzet. Rebounds out for a sideline kick. Duna. In fact, it's Neto rather. Switches play to Resende. Lovely chip over the top. And Neto looking for the volley. Can't make the sweetest of connections. Canel Moithes, one of the trickiest players on the court. Used to play in the first team for Cockburn City, and you can see his talent now. Down the line to Gavranic. Cuts inside, does mark Gavranic, and again. Nakamura with the save. Cockburn Wolves have picked up the momentum. Here's Resende on the break. Cuts inside, still cobbing Resende. Given away to Moithes, and now the break is on. Gavranic, Kuzet, square balls cut out. Ferreira, and Nakamura allows it to run. Neto bringing it forward. They need to find Mateus Carvalho. He's been quiet so far. And Neto rushing the shot. Long throw looking for Gavranic. Headed over the top by Ferreira. And a timeout called by the Cockburn Wolves. 1-0 the score thanks to Michael Dudek rather. We'll go to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment. And a sideline ball for the Wolves. It will be Josh Bell, Christian Silas, Michael Vlasic and Jan Chok to take the court with Dudek in net. For the FutScarbs, it's Ferreira, Carvalho, Norton Mara and Fernando Elias. Here's Vlasic. Over to Chok. Lovely lead from Silas. Vlasic gets on it again. Pass down the line was blocked. Vlasic up to Dudek. Dudek releases Vlasic on the wing. Centering ball to Silas. Carvalho looks to win it. Ferreira. Carvalho making the run through. Finds Fernando Elias, who looks down the line. And a foul called on Christian Silas, who should know better as his dad is a referee. But nevertheless, has been given by referee Tana Campos. Fernando Elias on the ball. He scored last week. What can he muster up tonight? It's a venomous effort, but it's well handled by Dudek. Silas to Vlasic. Vlasic inside to Chok. Back to Vlasic. Silas and the FutScarbs pressing up high now. But Silas doing well to win it back almost. It's only as far as Fernando Elias. Myra. And tries to find Ferreira out wide, but can't. Vlasic. Centering ball, finding Chok. Back rolls it only as far as Carvalho, who gets on the outside of Josh Bell. And that one was venomous. Dudek had no idea where it was going, neither did I, but for the Wolves' sake, it's just missed the top corner. That's the danger that Matthias Carvalho brings. And now's a chance for Josh Bell up the other end. Nakamura coming out with the clearance. Bell lays it off the line to Chok. A venomous effort blocked by the head of Fernando Elias, and with 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock before halftime, the Wolves hold their lead by a solitary goal. It's this man Dudek again. The goal is open. Now the FutScarbs on the break. Ferreira. Dudek saving it up the near post. Up the line to Norton Mara. Switch of play to Elias. Down to Carvalho. Myra. And a shot coming in from Ferreira. They'll get another corner. Elias. Myra. Carvalho. Back to Myra. He fires from range. And Ferreira letting it run. Myra. Fernando Elias. Down the line to Carvalho. He fires on the turn. But the power was taken off the shot by a good block from Silas. Josh Bell being pressed from behind, and the Wolves are going to get it back. Dudek. Long ball forward in the Chok direction. Flicked onto Josh Bell. And a yellow card coming out for Norton Mara. Smart challenge on Bell. The bounce fell to the number 75 kindly, who would have been through on a goal otherwise. Mara pulled him down outside the area. Now a chance for the Cockburn Wolves to go 2-0 up on the cusp of halftime. Bell to take it. Vlasic standing upfield. Decent effort from Bell. Silas on the follow-up into the side netting. Elias. Ferreira. Trying to make something happen before halftime, the FutScarbs. Carvalho. Play let to go on. And with a second left before halftime, Carvalho's gone down injured. And it will be a sideline ball for the FutScarbs when play does eventually restart. And as play eventually gets restarted, a venomous effort as the halftime whistle goes. Cockburn Wolves 1, FutScarbs 0. Michael Dudek, the sole goal scorer, the opposition goalkeeper. And we'll go to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment with all the action from the second half.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And Silas on the ball now to Vlasic, who fires from distance. And it wasn't a bad strike there from Michael Vlasic. The deflection taking it near to the target. A corner to follow with Michael Dudek coming up for it. We'll see if he can get on the end of a strike. Gavranic is given away to Figueiredo. Oyema switches play to Neto. And now shipped over the top. Good ball finding Neto, who tries to square it. It's with Gavranic. The FutScarbs have won it back. Oyema in the centre. Figueiredo. And a deflection taking it behind for a corner. Halil Neto into the side netting. Gavranic looking to break forward. Can't get around Oyema. Figueiredo going down. A bit of miscommunication there. Gavranic brought to ground. And no foul given. A bit surprising there, but nevertheless, the FutScarbs have the ball. Here's Figueiredo. And that one going the way of the Cockburn Wolves. Vlasic will be the one to take it. Switches play to Silas. Back to Vlasic. Centering ball fighting Gavranic. Silas trying to find a way through. And it's going everywhere. Silas with the challenge. Elias breaks away. And Jan Schock with the last touch. The FutScarbs are going to get it back here. Neto down the line. Fernando Elias. Back out to Oyema. He fires off the right. Neto. And now Oyema. Back to Halil Neto. Ball forward in the direction of Oyema, in the direction of Elias rather. Fernando Elias once more. Here's Kai Oyema. Cuts inside. And the FutScarbs are going to get it back. Halil Neto to Oyema. A chance now. Kai Oyema A big block coming in from Vlasic. They play it forward into Gavranic. He's broken away. Big save from Nakamura. I think there was a foul in there, but advantage was given. Figueiredo breaking forward up the other end. And it's been brought back here. Christian Salas, I think, was the culprit, as he checks off to the bench. Big Canal Moises. A foul going either way. A rolling foul called against Blue also. Halil Neto will look to strike it with the toe poke, but nowhere near the target there. A poor effort, really. Dudek Long looks for Gavranic, and that wasn't far away. It was a good strike from Mark Gavranic, but now the FutScarbs are on the break. Elias cuts inside, gets it out to Figueiredo. In a tussle with Vlasic, and now Gavranic has Oyema to beat. Tries to cut inside, can't find Moises. Vlasic. Shot. Back to Vlasic. Ball down the line finds Gavranic. And now Figueiredo is broken away. Still going Figueiredo. One back by Moises. Oyema. Out wide to Figueiredo. Moises brought him down. As Mateus Carvalho checks on along with Brian Quieros. 14 minutes left to go. Oyema to Myra. Switches play to Quieros. Myra once more. Mateus Carvalho tries to cut inside. Slips over. Oyema gets the toe in there and wins it back for the FutScarbs. Switch of play to Myra. Here's Carvalho. Back out to Myra. Switches to Quieros in the corner. Vlasic. Good ball to Kuzat, who's in acres of space. Firing off the left boot to Stefan Kuzat, but can't keep the effort down. 14 minutes left to go now as Fernando Rosendo checks back on the field. Myra to Quieros. Down the line to Rosendo. And Carvalho, quick feet to manufacture the shot. Long throw finding Moises. Reverse ball looking for shot. Rosendo does well. Myra. Carvalho. It's one back by Kuzat, who's got shock and support. Kuzat goes for goal. Saved by Nakamura. And the counter attacks from the Wolves coming in hot and heavy. Moises. Vlasic. Forward ball into Chock. FutScarbs win it back. And it goes the way of the FutScarbs. In fact, no, Gabriel Malacco has changed his mind. It's taken quickly. Given to Moises, who looks to go down the line. And he's won a corner for the Wolves. Colonel Moises, he's done well there. Up the line to Jan Chock. Switches play to Vlasic. Now Kuzat. Back to Vlasic. Moises cuts inside well. Good tackle. And the break is on. Carvalho swings it onto that left boot. But Kuzat with a good block. Centering ball. Given away to Vlasic, who plays it to Jan Chock. Back to Vlasic. Fires wide of the target. Myra. Quieros. Back to Northern Myra. And Resende lets it roll under his foot. Janchuk to the bench. Josh Bell back on. Vlasic. Long ball forward. And Myra wins it in front. It's fallen to Carvalho. Good tackle from Vlasic. And now it's with Kuzet. Good challenge from Myra in a tussle with Kuzet. Bell, brilliant run down the line. Moithes was in the centre, but Bell couldn't find him. Carvalho loses out to Vlasic. Still going Vlasic. Cuts inside. Resende. This game is end-to-end. It's hard to tell what's going on. So many turnovers of possession. So many breaks of play. And now it's with Myra. Toe poke off the right boot. Resende, 10 minutes to go now, just over. Myra into Carvalho, lays it off to Myra. Ball still alive. And Dudek diving on it. A brilliant save, a brave stop. It's Canal Moithes out wide to Josh Bell. The Wolves have numbers forward to make it 2-0. Nakamura with a big stop. And now Carvalho, he's one-on-one with Kuzet. Cuts on to the right. Decent strike, good save. Elias back on. It's Ferreira and Neto back on as well. Chances at either end. Counter-attack after counter-attack. Neto strikes off the right. Janchuk backhills it to Moithes. Here's Josh Bell. He's been good tonight. The quick feed, of course, the FutScarbs problems. Neto. Oh, that ball just behind Elias's run. He could have been in there if it was to his right foot. Kuzet sends it long in the chop direction. Duna wins it in front. Reverse pass fighting Ferreira. It's not a bad one. Out wide to Neto, who just can't get there. In fact, play's been allowed to continue. I thought that was out. The referee is saying it wasn't the whole ball, and the chance coming in. Dudek, a long ball forward. Shot, flicks it onto Moithes, who fires on the volley. Another good save from Nakamura. Kuzet to Bell, who goes down the byline. Tries to play it inside. Duna. Forced to retreat. Neto. Fernando Elias. Duna. Back to Fernando Elias. Neto once more. Dudek keeps it out, but it's gone behind for a corner. Just over 8 minutes to go now. Elias, not the best strike, but the FutScarbs, they've won it back up high. Fernando Elias lays it off. Duna, back to Elias, cuts inside. It's gone across the face of goal and it's been picked up by Janchuk. Kuzet blasts it forward. Nakamura to the feet of Neto. Will Michael Dudek's goal be enough for all 3 points? It's not often you can say that. Duna. Good tackle from Kuzet, but they concede a corner. Duna up the line, centering pass. Ferreira. No space to shoot. Neto and another corner. Vlasic getting ready to go on. Elias fires on the turn. Yet another corner for FutScarbs. Elias back to Duna. Duna doing well. Neto back to Duna once more. Centering ball, finding Elias, who lays it off. Duna! It was a golden chance, but it's gone begging. Couldn't even force a save out of Dudek. Duna acknowledging the pass. Long throw to Janchuk. And it's gone all the way behind. The yellow card has been given to Kyle Yima for the incorrect substitution. Just under 7 minutes to go now. The FutScarbs are trying to build some momentum. Cockburn Wolves have defended gallantly so far and look good value for the 1-goal lead. It's Fernando Elias. Back to Kaya Oyema. Ferreira. Upfield to Nato. And down the line to Elias. Ball into the corner. Ferreira mistouches. Dudek. Long ball forward from Blasic. It's good. It finds Bell, who looks to cut inside, and Bell was taken out. Ferreira, I think that will be a yellow. He gets away with one there, Leo Ferreira. It's a pretty reckless challenge on Josh Bell. The youngster doing well to not come away injured, to come away unscathed, I should say. Vlasic fires from distance, and it's a goal! Michael Vlasic makes it 2-0. And that should be that. It should be enough for the Cockburn Wolves to hold on. A timeout has been called by FutScarbs. We'll go to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment. And the FutScarbs will try their luck with the fifth man. Brian Quilleros wearing the fly keeper shirt. Duna Elias. Back to Duna. Quilleros. Duna once more. Fernando Elias. Switches play to Quilleros. Duna. Elias. Drives inside. Quilleros. Duna. 5 minutes to go now. Oyema into the corner. Quilleros tries to square it. Duna back to Quilleros. He tries to cut it back. It's one back by Janshot. Good tackle from Duna. And Silas with the challenge.
Christian, get back. Say sorry. Say sorry. Hey, stop talking, Christian. Just play the game.
Elias. Duna. Elias. Switches play to Quilleros. Given away. And the FutScarbs will get that one back. It's Duna. Fernando Elias switches it to Quilleros into the corner. Oyema. And they'll get it back here, the FutScarbs. They've got to be careful, almost turning it over on a couple of occasions. Elias.
Bravo, Jan. Bravo, Jan.
Duna into the corner. Nice ball. Figueiredo. And Quilleros has to get back on his line. Vlasic slows it down at the back. Dudek. Up to Bell, and now he can burst forward. Josh Bell. A lovely feat to cut inside, but loses out in the end to Elias. Maybe tried to do a bit too much. Gets it back though. Vlasic. Back to Josh Bell. Flicks it down the line. Tries to get beyond Oyema to Silas. Quieras. Oyema.
Keep the pressure on. Okay, halfway. Drop.
Oyema. Good ball forward. Duna fires off the right boot, but blocked by Michael Vlasic. Up the line to Elias. Now Oyema. Back to Elias. Centering ball. Figueiredo should have shot himself. Duna into the side netting. Now a chance for Josh Bell to make it 3. The pressure coming on. Figueiredo. Bell with the challenge. Flicks it up wide to Vlasic. And now a 2-on-1. Good cut up by Fernando Elias. Vlasic. Bell's away again. Still going Josh Bell. This to seal it. And he's got a corner for the Wolves. Mateus Carvalho back on to try and get something out of the game for FutScarbs. In the centre, Resende's won it. A 3-on-2. Elias, and a yellow card coming up for Christian Silas. He's given away quite a few fouls tonight. And we're just going into the book now. Elias to Quieras. Ferreira. Got to be good here now, the FutScarbs. Not long left. The Wolves have held on gallantly. They might get another chance here. Quieras just doing enough to force it away. Switch of play. And Silas dinks it forward. Ferreira. Oh, lovely ball out wide from Ferreira. Quieras. Resende. Down the line to Quieras, who's got space, and it's just gone past the back post. No one there to chop it in for FutScarbs. The Wolves defense holds up well. Silas slips over, but somehow still has it. Spilled out to Ferreira. Elias. And now Resende. Ball into the corner. Ferreira. Resende. Elias. Quieras. Kuzat's won it back. Carvalho battling forward in the middle. Kuzat, empty net. He's just missed the target. 52 seconds left on the clock. The Wolves with a chance to make it 3-0. Resende. Fernando Elias. Flicks it forward into Carvalho's run. And the FutScarbs will get it back. Couple last rolls of the dice. Carvalho trying to cut inside. Gavranic has won it back. And I think that's goal bound. It's 3-0. The Cockburn Wolves wrap it up. Mark Gavranic on the scoreboard again. And that'll be that. It was a close game for a majority of it. But the Cockburn Wolves just running away with it toward the end of the match. Ferreira. Anything now will only be consolation. Resende. Quieras. Resende. Nice touch inside. Goes down the byline. Squares it. Silas. And that's just trickled wide. It could have been 4. 11 seconds left on the clock. Fernando Elias. Fernando Resende giving away to Gavranic. It's going to be 4-0. Why isn't he shoot? Oh, the keeper's on his line. I didn't realise. Nevertheless, he's run the clock out. It's 3-0 victory. Mark Gavranic with 1. Michael Dudek with 1. And Michael Vlasic with 1. Thank you for tuning in to all the action tonight. We'll be back from tomorrow afternoon with 7 more exciting games.